Hello, this is Mike Downing of BEARPOP Comics and also the producer of the Kickback Lounge. BEARPOP Comics has a site on eBay where what you see here that I'm going to display today you can buy, and the music that you hear underneath this video is from the Kickback Lounge, which I produced. It will be links in the description if you're interested in purchasing any of these books or possibly getting some music for your site. I'm here. Just hit me up and leave a link in the description or email me. There's all the information's down below, and we just love having you here. Like, share, and subscribe. Be a part of what we're doing. That's like I have a love for music. I've had a love for comics for many years. So let's get to part 2 of, I like to call it the Indie Day, which I mean by indie comic books, not DC, not Marvel, but lesser known books that are making their way out there into the comic industry, and pretty good stuff too. So this was a big haul I got from a friend of mine about a year ago, that he has his own page, John the Comic Guy, and I bought a big box of books from him for like $30. It's still a whole bunch of indie books, but I was interested in them. So the first one we have is by Technokami, I believe that's what it is, or Techno Comics, I'm sorry, Techno Comics, and it's called Mike Spillane's Mike Danger #1. I've never read it, but it's an interesting looking book. Second one that we have is, okay, they're out of order, so I have a Mike Spillane #4, Mike Danger. Gene Roddenberry's Lost in Xander Lost Universe. Gene Roddenberry's Xander Lost Universe. That has Jay Lee's art in it, and Jay Lee's a big guy for Marvel Comics. So, you know, it's nothing to sneeze at. We're going to move these to the side. I have to use this Bloodshot one in the background because it keeps the book stable. So, give me a minute. Let me make an adjustment here. Okay. Man, there's a ton of books in there. If I could show you this whole room, you guys would be like, oh, wow, this guy, he's serious. So, the next one we're going to look at is, I believe it's called Basilisk. This is by Boom Studios. This is the back cover. And here's the front cover. I've never read that one either. I get a whole lot of them I don't even read yet. Another Boom Studios series. It was 7 Secrets. I think this has some martial arts in it, if I'm pretty sure. And that's issue #2. And then you got 7 Secrets #4. I don't know where the rest of them are. I can't begin to tell you. If I have them, they're sorted in a lot of different places. We got an old standby from Image. This was back when they first came out, Vanguard. And, you know, this series was short-lived. You run into these every once in a while. But you never know. Like I said, somebody might turn around and pick up the property. They may redo it and turn it into a movie. So, you know, it is what it is. And we have some more Image that's here. That's actually Valiant. That's Bloodshot. Why I got it here, I'll show it to you. That's the guy that I told you that I really like from Valiant. It's Bloodshot Reborn #17. And then that's Bloodshot Reborn #18. So I did get those two in concession with each other. So next books we have is, let's back them up here a little bit. I've read this series, the first volume of it. This is Low. It's a science fiction drama. It's different. Good series, but it's not for kids. Mind you, a lot of these, if you're looking to get your kids in comics, be careful what you pick up, because some of these books are They're not. Even Marvel and DC, you have to look at the content. Unless it says it's for kids, don't pick it up for kids, because comic books are very different now. So, and this one particularly definitely isn't. It's not, material's not for kids. That's low number 18. And that's low number 14. I picked them up because they're a good book to put out and sell. And I have another series that was from Image called Copperhead. This is another science fiction series. That was number 1. And I have number 2 in here. Let's pull this out. Oh, sorry, number 3. This was number 3. I heard good things about it, but I haven't read it, And I'm probably going to get the graphic novel at this rate because, to go look for the issues, I'll be all over the place looking for years. And this is number 6. So I kind of got it out of order a little bit. So, and as I stated before, I like the indies because you don't know where they're going with them. And something that is peculiar one day, they wind up taking off another day. And besides that, they're just good reads. It's something different, than what you generally get with the Marvel and DC. They have their thing and their continuity, but these new companies, they take a little bit more chances because they have nothing to lose. So this was from Valiant, Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter, which was an old book. I want to say Golden Key Press had it first. Then Valiant took it over, so he was like a Golden Age hero, and then Valiant got the license for it. So, I mentioned him in the other video because he teamed up with Exo Man of War, which is also a Valiant character. Okay, we have Old School, but this is a revamp of her with Harris Comics. And you have Art Adams doing the art. It's Vampirella. A lot of old school people knew about her because she was a vampire from a Planet of Vampires, and she was basically the hero in the book. But this is definitely not a book for kids. I know when I got my first one in the 70s, it was in a magazine form, and I didn't know what I was getting. And my mother made sure that book left the house. Funny story. But, for a mature collector, hey, I don't really read her, but, And this one has a flip cover. Kane. I have no idea who Kane is. It looks interesting. So that came with the book. Okay, so we're going back to my man Bloodshot. I think this is Bloodshot Salvation. They had different series of them, number 6. And of course, I love Bloodshot. I love the cover, a lot of action. And we have a classic from the first run of Bloodshot. We have, let me take it out so you'll see it, because some of it's in the plastic. We have Bloodshot number 5. Bloodshot number 9. And we got Bloodshot number, this was 18. My set is very sporadic, but I was glad to get these because as I skimmed through them, I would go through and buy a graphic novel of these books. So we're going to move right along. Hopefully, guys, I get a bigger rack so I can leave the books on there a little longer and do this a little different. But this rack holds it up right now. So this is what I'm going to use. Now the next group of books that we have is this book is actually getting a little steam on the internet. This is Darksiders. So it's hard to find now. The art is really good, but I can't generally find those books too many places. I stumble on them, so I haven't been able to collect a complete set. And we have a revise on the Archie series, Riverdale. I didn't much care for the series because they took the fun part of Archie and they made him into something totally different. But, you know, somebody else might have liked it. It came out like in the, I want to say like 2018, something like that. I don't know, on the CW. But it was a hit series. It just wasn't for me. I like the original cartoon Archie, but hey, you know, I can't judge everybody. And I have now, I'm going into the Power Rangers. This is a virgin cover, you know, which means they have nothing on it, but Boom Studios took over the Power Rangers, and it's definitely different. The art in it is very good. It's a lot of action. It's not like your kids' Power Rangers. And this is an ongoing series. They usually redo it. I don't know if Boom Studio still has it or if Boom Studio folded, because a lot of things have changed a lot since. This is another version of Power Rangers #1. This I believe this is a J. Scott Campbell cover. Very interesting cover, and I think this goes for a little bit on the internet, so I'll be posting that soon. All the things you're seeing now will be posted probably early April. As I said in the last video, late March or early April. I'm looking at early April because there's so many of them. This is another Power Rangers. This one is, I can't even tell what number it is, but this is the toy variant, they would basically call it. I'm trying to see which number that this issue would be, but I guess it doesn't make a difference, because when I sell it, I'm gonna, this is sorry, here we go. It's #1. It's a variant of the one you just saw, so I'll be selling this in a set also. Power Rangers coming up, #2. I like this, some good art, and I like the cardstock cover. And now my numbers jump ridiculously. Power Rangers number 58. So you know I'll be selling this as a mix a lot because it jumps too much. It's entirely too much, and it's tough to find out and like keep all the continuity. Because this area has gotten a little thin on comic book stores, so I would have to do a lot of searching to find those other issues. I got to go out of town, so here's some more Power Rangers. These are what they call them, I would say trade dress variants. So this is #1, and it has been, you know, where you just see the character. I don't know the name of the Power Rangers. Guys know them, because I didn't watch that show. I watched, you know, in the 90s. Even though I was older, I liked the Batman Adventures and the X-Men. You know, Power Rangers was you know, I had Ultraman in my time, so, but I have no qualms on anybody that likes it. So this was #1, and because the story was titled Shattered Grid. There's another one similar to that. And these are all by Boom Studios. This is, oh no, wait a minute, maybe this is, no, this is Power Rangers. Let's take a look at it. I don't know what number this one is, but it says on the back, no, I'm incorrect. This is a variant of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's interesting, let's look in here. See what they're doing in this book. It must be a crossover with them and maybe the Power Rangers. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. We figured. So we'll have to see what that goes for. I will be putting that online too. And this is number 5 of 5. I didn't even know they did that. I didn't even know I had that. And we have another Power Rangers Shattered Grid. This is a variant #1 of Shattered Grid series. Once again by Boom Studios. And we have the last, well, no, not the last one. Power Rangers Dracon New Dawn. It's one of 3. This different series. I got them at different times, so it's all broke apart. But I have them and I will be posting them. And now we have the last of the Power Rangers coming out of here, which is another version cover, Power Ranger Mighty Morphin number 4. So those are the first stack of indies that I have. We went through them very, very quickly. So I'll grab one more. I think we got a few more minutes to go. And I'll grab a couple other things that I don't have to hold up in the air. Okay. So, still sticking with the indie books, still sticking with our tradition. I'll take this one, put this to the side, straighten up my rack a little bit. We have a book that was hot back in the day called Give Me Liberty. Frank Miller of Daredevil fame did this book. He wrote this book. But the art is by Dave Gibbons, and this book is a little rare to find. And it has a very different style to it. I'm going to look into it. We got a couple of minutes here. You know, I don't want to rush you guys away so fast. So, art is very, sorry, I didn't slide these over. Very unique art. It has a different flavor to it. Very detailed. I need to make some room up here. My stacks are getting ridiculous. There we go. We'll do it like that. Yeah, so this will be posted on the site. This came out in 1990. So this is an older book. So it's very interesting. I don't know what it's about yet. I've heard about it. I would check it out one day if I don't sell it first. We have a book by Vault. This is Vault Comics, another indie group west of Showdown. Got that on Free Comic Day one time. I was just went in there and it looked interesting, so I picked up the cover. We'll leave that there. We can put something over top of that. And this series actually is old, definitely old school, but they reprinted it, I believe, in the 90s. Weird Science. It was a movie with Kelly LeBrock that had the same title. But these magazines they reprinted was back when in the 50s we did a lot of science fiction books, and Wally Wood was a known artist. That's some of his art right there. He has a very detailed art style. I believe he inspired people like Steve Steranko, the Jew for the original Nick Fury, and a guy that I used to like, the Jew for these Marvel comics, the Master Kung Fu, Paul Gracie. So I believe that Wally Woods, that's my belief, that his style inspired them. And we have another version of that too, Weird Science, that's on the back. And that's number 10. These are all going on the eBay site. You know, for some of those that want to, those real collectors that want to go a little bit out of the range of what you generally see. So I'm happy to have these because it just, you didn't know this kind of stuff existed. So right now I'm coming really off the cuff with something. And this particular book was by somebody on here that's pretty, Neil Gaiman. Here it is. Justice, Lady Justice. I didn't know, I knew him for Sandman. I didn't know he made a book called Lady Justice at all. And that was the Techno Comics. This was back in the 90s. And we have another Techno Comics, Lady Justice number 4. I don't have the straight run, so forgive me. That's why I'm posting them. You know, I like this cover. looks real like gang oriented. She's like she's a blood or something, but then she got blue. I don't know. There's a lot of conflict in the colors right there that get you killed. And we have Lady Justice number 5. So there's many more of what I have here, but that will do it for this video. So I will be posting once a week indie videos, giving the indie companies some love, which are independent comic books outside of Marvel and DC. And everything you see that we went over here will be on sale on eBay probably early April. Even this guy over here and the figures that came along with it. So I'm going to wrap this one up. And guys, remember, like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you soon once again.